Greetings, it's your girl Chris Ball here, coming at you with another video. So I had no plans of actually recording today, but it was something that was on my mind earlier this week, and I don't know, it just popped in my head again. I'll probably be posting this next week. Today is actually, what's today? Thursday. Headed out of town for the weekend for the Easter holiday, spend time with family, and then I'll be back at it on Monday. So this video is pretty much about like spiritual hygiene and like respect. Um, we always talk about spiritual hygiene when you see it on social media. People always talk about it in the context of protecting yourself, protecting your energy. It's poor spiritual hygiene to let everybody have access to you, all that kind of stuff. And that is very true. You really have to put boundaries on yourself sometimes, but really, you kind of got to just go with the flow. And if things aren't, to me, if things aren't a direct threat, you just go with it. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Like, you're not like better or higher or more advanced than anybody, and you never know what one person may need to learn from you. You may never know what this uncomfortable, maybe not, let's say uncomfortable, but this experience for you may, yes, it's like, oh my gosh, this person, but this experience for the other person, it might be enlightening for them. So sometimes when you put too many boundaries up and you block everybody out, you're really doing a disservice to the collective and a disservice to whatever your mission is here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like once we become open, once we begin to see, it's part of our duty to like now you know. So it's like it's part of your duty to how can I say, like, withstand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be strong. You know better, so you do better. And you should gain a level of understanding to know the difference between certain things. But that's that. But this other thing that I want to talk about is it's along the lines. Hey, you like my new necklace? Yes, I'm so excited. So at first I was gonna get just selenite beads because that's like my stone. And then I got the jade beads. So I just kind of mixed it together in no particular shape or fashion, and I love it. I love it. I'm gonna wear this. This is probably gonna be my second necklace. You know, when I wear this, I'm gonna start making these because I think they're beautiful, and they're crystals. So it's a lot. It's just like wearing crystals, but I don't really like wearing crystals, really. I don't like to wear the rocks. I like these because it's a little bit more streamlined. And I wonder if she works at my job because she has on that uniform. In true crystal fashion, I definitely went on a tailspin right here, but this is the store. It's called Stone Age, and yeah. Back on topic. Saying was, what I was about to say before I got distracted was, a lot of people, and I can't say us, a lot of people, when they start the spiritual journey, you know, they go into the tact of like feeding their ancestors and building your altars and things like that and giving offerings, right? You know, I do it sometimes. It depends. It depends on what I'm doing. I do it sometimes, but I have like my own. I think you should all have your own way of doing things. Like, I have my own way of doing things. Like, I don't feed ancestors that I have not met. And I haven't gotten to a place to where I've traveled that far back to meet people that I never actually met in this Wiccan life. So the ancestors that I pay homage to are people that were in my life in this Wiccan life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that have passed away and have transitioned. So that's how I kind of do it. So yeah, people that I actually had a connection and had a relationship with. Unless I am led in the other direction, or unless I hear something that calls me to go in another direction. Because sometimes these shits be coming up and I don't know who they are, and I try to figure it out. But that's a whole other conversation. So with that, you know, when people give offerings and people pay homage and respect to their ancestors, a lot of times, you know, I was taught to use fruit, you know, like I wasn't even, honestly, when I was taught to how to give an offering, I wasn't taught how to give an offering to my ancestors. I was just taught how to give an offering and pay homage to whatever it was I was doing, like whatever I had set my intentions. I was out in nature actually by some water, whatever. I was saying a whole lot of nothing during this time, but basically what I was saying was I was taught to just pay homage to the water element. Do the water, but it wasn't like a whole orange, you know what I'm saying? It was like a half of an orange that I bit one side. Like I ate one half of it and literally just put the inside portion of the orange into the water. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little different, but I've come to realize, and I've heard through the grapevine, that there's a particular park here that people are going out there and really like doing rituals, and I guess they're doing rituals, I don't know, and setting up altars and leaving fruits and wine and stuff out for their ancestors out in this park. And I'm not judging, because to each his own. Everybody do what they feel is best for them. But when it you I think when I think of respect, it's like you have to you respect your ancestors enough to take them through and do that, but you also need to respect the earth. You also need to respect nature. We all came from the earth, so we need to have respect not only for our ancestors and for the rituals and whatever the hell people are doing, but you also really need to have respect for nature. Like, you shouldn't, if you do a ritual with your whatever, clean it up. Clean it up. There's no reason you should be throwing whole watermelons, I'm just exaggerating, but whole oranges and whole fruits into water. This place that they're doing it at is a preserve. It's a nature preserve. The purpose of it is to be preserved. So leaving all these things around, I don't know what it's doing to the longevity or the validity or I don't know if that was the right word, but the aspect of the place itself. But I just think, you gotta have respect for nature too. Like, it's like you gotta respect nature. Like, you gotta respect the earth. Like, you have to respect the earth. Like, it's so imperative that we respect the earth. And I think it's just disrespectful to not think about the earth when you're out here doing these things. Like, we all came from the earth, so pay respect to your beginning. You're paying respect to your ancestors, but your ancestors came from the beginning too. So try to look after yourself. Put stuff in the trash. Don't litter. Don't leave. I mean, I know it's food and you think, oh, well, animals will eat it, but it's a nature preserve, so there's really no animals out there. So those things are just sitting out there rotting and going bad, and then just really destroying. I don't know about destroying. I don't know if it's messing with the ecosystem of the way things roll out there, but it's just, you just got to be careful and let things be beautiful sometimes. Like, you got to think beyond sometimes what it is that you want to do and think about the actions that you're putting out, I guess. I don't know. That was it. This is going to be short. I just had to get that off my chest. If you're in Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Cascade Nature Preserve. This is in no way, shape, or form in disrespect to anybody and their practices at all, but I believe that you should do what your heart tells you to do. I'm just saying, show some respect for nature. Show some respect for the earth. That's all. So have a good day. Bye.